So this is Black History Month, but the question I'm asking is, why is the woke left trying to cancel accurate, comprehensive Black history? Joining me now is Jeremy Hunt, a candidate for Georgia's 2nd Congressional District. Jeremy, welcome to the show. You know, I'm going back a year, but you wrote this piece a year ago for Black History Month, but it's a timeless piece. You know, the cancel culture crowd, they don't want to mention Justice Clarence Thomas, who's a brilliant jurist, okay? They don't mention Condoleezza Rice. They don't mention Senator Tim Scott, who really is a leading free market supply-side growth guy. They barely mention Abraham Lincoln. Someone trying to blow Lincoln away. They don't mention Frederick Douglass. They don't mention Booker T. Washington. All they want to do is mention, you know, slavery reparations. They hate America. We're all systemic racists. How can you know, what's wrong with this, Jeremy? I mean, goodness.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. Never before have we seen Black history reduced down to just a few cherry-picked leaders. But honestly, if you look at throughout Black history, there's always been robust debate and different ideas about how to move forward. And so, especially as me as running, I'm a Black conservative. I mean, we're running this race and we're reaching people who are saying, who agree with the conservative message on so many different issues, who believe in free markets, who believe in limited government, who believe in the promise of America. And that's why we're running, is to preserve the American dream. I'm not the first Black conservative in history. There have been many that have gone before us. We should amplify their voices too this month.
Yeah, you know, can I just pause a moment on the Clarence Thomas point? Because he just takes so much flack. He's almost like a non-person. But it turns out, and at least some fair people, you look at Justice Thomas's decisions and statements, his turns out to be a pretty brilliant guy and a very brilliant constitutional scholar. And he never gets credit for that.
That's right. I mean, he's one of the most principled jurists that we have in the court. And he's someone that I've looked up to for a long time. I had an opportunity to spend time with him. He's a hero, and he's actually from South Georgia. And so I'm a huge fan of his. And it's just sad that you go to the African American History Museum. He's got like a very small little part there for our nation's 2nd African American Supreme Court justice. And I think it's ridiculous. But if you talk to him, he would never complain about it, because he's focused on doing his job and serving and defending the Constitution. And that's exactly why I'm running here. I was first in the Army. I graduated from West Point and served as a captain in the United States Army, defending the Constitution. And we intend to do the same exact thing in the halls of Congress. It's about defending our constitutional liberties, rolling back the size of government so that the people in our community have an opportunity to flourish.
That's a great message, Jeremy Hunt. You know, you mentioned Abe Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. By the way, I'm sure you read Brian Kilmeade's book on the two. It's a fabulous book. You know, one was go slower, one was go faster, but they were both moving the freedom message to end slavery along. And the other one you mentioned is Booker T. Washington. That's so interesting. He was the founder of Tuskegee, if I'm not mistaken. Tuskegee College,
that's right.
I have that right? But you know what? He's almost lost to history. In other words, the African-American political class never really talks about Booker T. Washington.
Yeah, there's so much nuance if you look at Black history. I mean, the nuance between Booker T. Washington and the nuance kind of differences that he had with W.B. Du Bois. And you look at throughout history, there's always been this kind of nuanced debates and discussions about how to move forward. Only now is it now off limits to have any nuanced ideas about the future and about what's best for our country and how our community can succeed. So it's amazing. So we have to get past that. We have to get past just the Republican Democrat labels and be able to talk about the issues. Because when we talk about the issues and we engage in the issues, you can see that we honestly are on the same path on a lot of different things. When we talk to voters as we're going throughout the district, we're on the same exact path on a lot of these different issues. It's just a matter of cutting through the noise, cutting through the elite, progressive, ridiculous statements out there and just talking about what really matters.
Yeah, it's a terrific message, Jeremy. I hope you do fabulously well in your race. You know, another segment we'll have, you and I'll talk. We'll get Senator Tim Scott has become a hero of mine because of his messages. You know, yes. He's the ultimate optimist, free market, economic opportunity, get, you know, taxes and regulation. I mean, and the Black leadership doesn't like him, right? They don't like him because he's not a welfare guy. He's not a welfare guy.
If you don't Yeah, if you don't say exactly what they want you to say, then you're not accepted in those circles. But we're pushing back against that, and I'd love if you would join us. If you go to huntforgeorgia.com, HUNT, huntforgeorgia.com, and join us. We're going to fight back, and we're going to save our country.
There you go. Great stuff, Jeremy Hunt. Take care. Thanks very much.